Hey, what's up, guys? It's the JTNBA report here, back with my 29th ranked team and my 2019 through 2020 NBA season preview. And today we have the New York Knicks. So, when you think about teams that had a terrible offseason, most likely one of the first teams you're going to think of is the New York Knicks. And this is because they missed out on all the free agents. Now, barring a sudden change that Kawhi Leonard signs with them by the time I put this video up, which I don't think of this one, they even have enough cap room to sign Kawhi Leonard. They missed out on all the free agents. They missed out on Kemba Walker. They missed out on Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Jimmy Butler. You name it, they missed out on it. And while they did sign some quality players, this was not the offseason that I think many Knicks fans thought they would have. A lot of Knicks fans probably thought that they would have one of those top players. But they did some good stuff in the draft, and they signed some quality players. However, they signed a few too many players at a certain position, which we'll get into right now when we look at what they did in the offseason. So looking at what the Knicks did in the offseason, what jumps off right from the start is the addition of R.J. Barrett with the number 3 pick in the NBA draft. R.J. Barrett will most likely be the face of the New York franchise going forward. He is a versatile player. He can shoot. He can defend. He's long. However, he is inconsistent right now, but I don't foresee that being a huge problem down the line because, again, I mean, R.J. Barrett is one of the 3 players that everybody believed had star potential, and I think he's going to show that. Now, looking at who they signed outside of, again, missing out on all those big free agents, you have some quality players here. Julius Randle is going to be a quality player for the New York Knicks. However, my only question is they also signed Taj Gibson and Bobby Portis, who also play the same position. While Bobby Portis, you can argue, might be more of a center-focused forward, he still primarily plays the offensive power forward position. They also signed Reggie Bullock, Wayne Ellington, Elfrid Payton. Reggie Bullock and Wayne Ellington are great shooters. However, they also play the same position that RJ will most likely be playing in the shooting guard position. So it's a little questionable about what they're doing there. And then the signing of Elfrid Payton, I think, is good. However, the real question is going to be who are they going to start? Are they going to start Elfrid or are they going to start Dennis Smith Jr., who is probably arguably the biggest piece that they received from the Kristaps Porzingis trade. As of right now, definitely considering as we look over to the subtractions that DeAndre Jordan, who was another one of the huge acquisitions that they got in that trade, has now departed for the Brooklyn Nets to join up with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Looking at who else they lost a couple quality players for themselves last season. Mario Hezonja is now on the Blazers. Luke Kornet is now on the Bulls. And probably one of the biggest losses was Emmanuel Mudiay, who is now on the Utah Jazz. Mudiay was an up-and-coming point guard, so they essentially replaced Emmanuel Mudiay with Elfrid Payton. So again, while they did not get any big free agents, they did sign some quality players. I think the 2 biggest acquisitions are going to be R.J. Barrett and Julius Randle. I think they have definitely some star power going forward there. But again, they signed a few too many forwards who do the same thing and a few too many shooters and a point guard who is questionable at times. So overall, a decent offseason. They didn't sign any of these guys to really long-term contracts, so that's good. But again, I feel like they could have had a better use of their cap than signing 3 players who do essentially the same thing. So now looking at the Knicks' potential starting lineup, we have Elfrid Payton running the point with R.J. Barrett at the 2 guard, Kevin Knox at the small forward, Julius Randle at the power forward, and Bobby Portis at center. And just quickly looking at that starting lineup, that's a pretty decent starting lineup. Again, Elfrid Payton is not that much of a scorer, and he's going to help facilitate. Now, the real question is, so far with this lineup, is are you going to have R.J. Barrett be the primary ball handler? Because in that case, you might be better having Dennis Smith Jr. Become your starting point guard based on his shooting ability, because he shoots the ball a lot better than Elfrid Payton does. However, down low, Julius Randle, again, he will be their most likely all-star right out the gate if they are going to be good enough to have an all-star player. I don't think so, obviously, because I don't think they'll be making the playoffs as they're my 29th ranked team. But I think they'll start Bobby Portis probably at the beginning of the season at center. And as it gradually goes on, they'll bring up Mitchell Robinson, who was a breakout star for them last year, one of the very few bright spots on the Knicks last year. And I think it's only a matter of time before he becomes their permanent starting center. You also will most likely have Taj Gibson and Reggie Bullock coming off the bench with Alonzo Trier. He's one of the holdover players from last year. And of course, Dennis Smith Jr., who will be battling for that starting point guard spot. Unfortunately, Dennis Smith Jr. has been very, very inconsistent so far. So, barring a just gradual shift to an all-star level over the summer, I can easily see them starting Elfrid Payton. But again, they don't have necessarily a bad rotation. It's just they have players who do the same thing as the players they already have. So you're not going to get much difference. And again, these players are not super quality players. Taj Gibson on a playoff team, yes, that would be a great player to have. Taj Gibson on a rebuilding team like the Knicks is going to basically get wasted minutes just on the floor for no good reason. That's pretty much what this Knicks team is. It's a collection of kind of misfit players from around the league paired with RJ Barrett and Julius Randle. And while that might not be good now, I think this will be good in the future. But again, we'll have to wait and see when the Knicks can finally get it together. Anyways, guys, this has been the JTNBA report with my 29th ranked team, the New York Knicks. I'll see you back for my 28th ranked team next time. Bye-bye.